I've got a crazy update for you today. Welcome back to Yarn and Hugs. Today I'm gonna do the third part of my using up my yarn stash series. I'm gonna link you the other two parts in the description. If you want to check them out, I explained what I'm gonna do in detail and you see like where I was at the beginning, and now I'm gonna do an update just really quick for a little recap if you haven't seen those videos. Basically the goal for this year is to use up as many of the yarn that I already got, and to make projects with yarn I already have at home and buy as little new yarn as possible. I did buy new yarn twice. I made a little haul on TikTok if you want to check that out, but one was for a project that somebody ordered, so I need the yarn obviously, and one was for a project I was working on and I ran out of that specific color, so I needed that yarn. There are 7 projects I'm gonna show you today. Just to let you know, not all of the project I will show you I have done in the 2 months since I started this project. Some of them I finished or I almost finished earlier, or I started like last summer, but I just recently finished them and I just wanted to show you. I'll give you a little update of my works in progress and the projects I recently finished. And I do have a lot of time right now, so I'm making some progress on my projects. Let's get into it. I have all my projects here. I'm gonna start with, I've got 2 crochet projects, the rest is knitting. So the first crochet project I want to show you is this. It's like a t-shirt vest kind of thing. It's like this, you can see the pattern here, and basically I have finished this, but I didn't like it before. The sleeves were too long and they were sitting weird on my body, so I unraveled the sleeves here, made them shorter, and then I added a black border. And I recently bought buttons, and I will put the buttons on here as well. For me, this is giving me like really chic, classic, old money vibes. I really like it. So for oh, and also I'm gonna link the tutorial from this black and white vest t-shirt in the description, because I got it from a girl here on YouTube. She did a tutorial on it. I think hers is called like polo shirt or something. But if you want to see how I made this pattern, you can check out her video, just to give her credits. Then the second project is also a crochet project, is a hexagon cardigan. If you have been on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram in the last 2 years and you're in the knitting crochet community, I guess, or I bet you have seen it. It looks like this. And I also finished that, but I didn't like it, so I took the time to redo it and change it in a way that I will like. So I added a few rows on the sleeves, and then I added this scallop border on the sleeves as well, and I made this white border around the body of the cardigan, and now I actually really like it. Coming to my knitting projects, if you have seen one of my other videos, or if you follow me on TikTok, you have seen this vest. It's my lover vest. It's finally finished. It took me so long. I think I started last year in like September or something, and it was my first color work piece. If you've seen my last video, you know it's a bit too wide on me. It's a little oversized. Something went wrong with the sizing, but I do really like it. And I'm definitely gonna wear this, even though it's a bit oversized. Now we have the next project I want to show you. are these Sophie scarves. They are really popular right now on TikTok. Everybody is doing them, and it was also my first project with a written pattern because that was one of my goals for this year. So I chose the Sophie scarf because I thought, okay, it's a pretty easy project, it's not too big, I will not lose interest in it. And I didn't. I finished not one but two of them, and I already wore both of them. What should I say, I like them. The pattern is really easy, especially if you're a beginner knitter or a beginner with written patterns. I can only recommend, but I guess you already know because the Sophie scarf is everywhere. And then in addition to the Sophie scarf, I also did the Sophie hood. If you see my video on the Sophie hood, you know I messed up the first time I tried and I ran out of yarn, so I had to get new yarn and I had to unravel up to here to the hood part, and I wasn't sure if I can just work from here or if I have to unravel the whole thing, but I didn't. And when I did, I recorded so I'm gonna show you. I know this is not my usual YouTube setup, but I just wanted to record this moment. I had to get some new yarn, which I did today finally. So right now I am currently working on the Sophie hood again, and I had to unravel quite a bit, and I wasn't sure if I will be able to pick up on the right row again because I didn't put any stitch markers. And I tried this. Yeah, now I'm working on the Sophie hood again, and I think I picked up the right row and it looks right. And I'm just gonna continue and hopefully finish this soon. We'll see an update after this video. So yeah, as you can see, I made it. It's still like one side is still a little bit shorter than the other, but honestly, when I'm wearing this, you're not able to see it. I mean, you wear it like this, you've got a coat or a jacket over it. Yeah, so I'm so happy. I just finished the hood this morning. I think it looks so good and it's so practical, especially now that it's cold and gray and rainy here in Switzerland. And also I am going to Denmark to Copenhagen in about 3 weeks, and I will definitely bring my Sophie hood with me because it really fits this Scandi vibe. And I bought new yarn for this project because I ran out of this white color, and I'm definitely gonna make another one of this. I thought about stripes. If you do stripes, you have to weave in so many ends, and I just hate that. I like to work projects in one color, so I don't really have to weave in a lot of ends, but I think it would look cute. I can imagine it would look cute, except maybe the hood part, you sew them together here. The stripes would have to be like exact, so I don't know, but maybe just like stripes down here or something. I will see. And maybe even with these two colors, I think they look really good together. I really got into more colorful projects, more colorful clothes. I had so many black clothes and so many whites and grays, and I really wanted to implement more color into my wardrobe, and which better way and which more sustainable way than make them yourself. So yeah, and for the last project, to be honest, I bought new yarn for this project. I was in the yarn store, which was the first mistake, but I was in the yarn store, I saw these colors laying next to each other, and I saw this project in front of my eyes and I had to get them. So it's my bow vest. yeah, it was my second color work. It turned out really good, and I used 6mm needles on, I think it's Boards Way yarn, and it gave it this really cool texture. And also it's like this kind of mohair yarn. Yeah, so I really like it. I've worn it a few times and actually made it up myself. Like, it's a pretty simple vest shape, but I figured everything out myself, so I'm really proud of that. And I think I'm gonna do a tutorial slash work through video for this, just for like the shape, because for the pattern you can do whatever you like, but for the shape maybe. I think it's really good for beginners, so we'll do that. And this was my last project. These are 7 projects and it's only the 22nd of January. I was busy the last 3 weeks of January, but I do have a lot of time on my hands, so that's fine. And I feel like it really, like, I got a new sense of creativity also with this YouTube channel, and new colors, new styles. Like, I feel like I improved a lot. I improved my skills a lot in the past few weeks. So I'm really excited for what's to come, and I'm gonna take you with me for sure. I actually right now I don't have any works in progress. I finished all of them, or I frogged them because I just didn't like them. So I can start with a clean slate, and I'm gonna plan my next projects. And I'm gonna take you with me, and you will see all of them. So if you don't wanna miss anything, you can subscribe and let me know how your year is going with knitting and crochet, and see you in the next video. Bye!